Now, I'd like to share with you this quotation. To retire or not to retire, that's really not an option for most people, I believe. And it's only the privileged few, we say the 5% of the population, who can really retire financially independent. All right, maybe KC and Evanna would be one of those 5%, right? Right, guys? Okay. Now, why is this the case? The majority who cannot have this option to retire, not only retiring with financial independence, they cannot have the option to even retire. So why is that the case? We have to take a look at the problem in this equation. Okay, now let me illustrate this point. This is our lifeline. Assuming you start working at 25, I believe most of us may start slightly earlier, and assuming you retire from work at 55, right? And according to our Malaysian latest mortality, meaning how long Malaysians live, it has been said that we live to about 75. Am I right, Evanna?
Yeah.
About
Sorry,
75 currently. But let's take it further, because we are not talking about now. We're talking about 20-30 years later, and Malaysians will certainly live longer. So let's say we retire from life at 85, all right? That is, if we pass away. So, is there a problem here? Okay, now what happens is, while you work, you will accumulate. So we can actually separate our life phase into these two distinct phases, called the accumulation phase from 25 to 35, your working years, and your consumption phase from 55 to 85. Now, do you see the problem? We have 30 years of working and 30 years of not working, meaning we will be consuming our savings. So what it simply means is, each year of our working life, we will be actually saving for each year of our retirement years. Now, do you see how important this point is? You cannot afford not to miss a years of savings, because for each year of saving that you miss, you may not have enough for your retirement. And there's another problem. How much do we save, all right, while we are working? Assuming all of you here are employees and you have EPF, unlike myself, I'm self-employed, so I don't have EPF. Now, if you have EPF, you put aside 11%, while your employer tops up another 12%. So you get 23% going into your EPF every month. However, when you retire, you would need, I believe, a minimum of 50% of your last drawn salary. However, your last drawn salary may be your highest income, assuming 10,000. So you may need about 50% of that would be 5,000. So imagine, why is this a problem? You need 50%, but you only put in 23% while you were working. And that means there is a shortfall of 27%, or more than a quarter. And do you understand why this happens? Do you know the statistics from EPF? Any of you here from EPF? I've got this booklet here with me that says 50% of retirees spend their entire EPF savings within 5 years. This is EPF statistics 2011. And this is the problem.
Scary.
Scary, yeah? And later, I will give you more statistics which are even scarier. Alright? So, why do we need to plan another statistics? This is another study, may not be in Malaysia,